You've got to get all this salt out. There's only one way to do it. Bit of elbow grease, wash it down. You seem to get the least glamorous one, you know, so it's all right. I'm okay with that. Nice that people have thought about helping us with that, and we really appreciate it. We couldn't really do that.
Okay, we'll leave Gary cleaning his babies and head on into the shop to see what the other boys are doing and get on with some work. Our plan at the back here is to carry on stripping down the stern gear, hopefully remove the port drive. James is removing the gear oil tanks. Grant is stripping back the wiring, ready for the tank removal. Here we're just securing the starboard drive because we removed the hydraulic lines that drooped down and was hitting the truck body. We got it loose on the flange. We're just getting ready to remove the port drive. Crane's all on, everything else is off. Just removing the last few bolts. They were quite tight because of the stainless and aluminium corroded together, but it came out all right.
Big hole.
Big hole.
There's a massive hole. Messy hole.
Tell you what, there's a terrifyingly small amount of sealant that's any good. I thought that'd be.
Yeah.
I'm amazed that's wasn't letting any water in.
Well, one of them was.
Right.
There we go. Arneson.
So you're doing this to attempt to get the fuel tanks out? Is that the ultimate plan?
To be honest, just doing it to get all the pressure hoses out.
Oh right, everything's trapped in the lightning holes in the frames.
Yeah, basically.
Ah, wonderful.
Yeah.
Slightly less glorious jobs of this.
I do seem to get the least glamorous one, you know, so it's all right. I'm okay with that.
Where's your violin? Where did you leave that? This is how lucky the guys were. It is one of the fuel filters that's right next to where the batteries are. And then also here's the compressed breathing air that's been knocked. So they were incredibly lucky. You see all that crack running down the side of the hull. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. We'll see this. And then that's all good. Yeah. Fuel tank breather came off there, right next to all the electrics. Okay, we've had a fairly productive evening stripping out the boat. More stuff out the engine bay, gear oil tanks, and a few of the ancillaries, pumps, bilge pumps, fans. Final piece of the port shield. We've got port drive off and the port trim tab. And just tidying up. Literally halfway through all the stern gear. We'll try and get the rest done at the weekend. Another Saturday here at Eastwood. Carry on stripping down the boat. See who's here. James and Gary are here. Morning, Gary. How you doing? Yeah, good. Another Saturday. Let's see what we can get done. Yeah. So hopefully we get the rest of the stern off. Know what we're doing now.
Get on it. Get it done.
All the tanks, isn't it? Fuel tanks. That's going to be the big job.
Jigsaw puzzle that is. It's a bit like one of those cracker games, isn't it? Where you've got to try and rotate things in the right place to get it to slot out.
Yeah, especially as the area's all been crushed.
Even less room now, it's all squashed in.
No.
Yeah.
James and myself started to remove any of the ancillaries on the stern, such as the hoses, through holes and any covers. We were fortunate all the sick effects bedding compound released, because that would have been problematic. Well, there were a few stubborn pieces and we needed to use a bit of heat to get them to release. Overall, it had been going quite smoothly. A few bolts have been a bit stubborn and have picked up and galled up. We thought we'd take the chance to tighten up the spherical joint to stop the leaking. After speaking with Arneson, they just told us to do it up FT. So we thought we'd take the chance while it was still on the boat to tighten it up. So we got a homemade spanner and tried to do it, and then realised it needed a bit more leverage and decided we might be better to weld on an old socket and give us more leverage. James found an old 1/2-inch socket to sacrifice and trimmed it down, and then is welding it on. It looks like the extra leverage combined with James's power got the job done. The whole drive span as James tightened a nut, but we managed to wriggle it back into position. One more round here, but it's hot. Definitely was a relief to get all the parts off and not really do any damage that we know of, especially after they've probably been on for 15-20 years. So, and you never know what you're going to find sometimes.
Well, the advantage on the Arnesons for the way that the boat works is, of course, you're pushing right here, right on the bottom running surface. So when you've got normal drives, you've got 2 whacking gate holes here with it mounted in there, which puts huge amount of stress on the transom.
I see. There's like a leverage.
Yeah, well, you're still trying to push it here, but the force is pushing forward on the drives.
Yeah,
Trying to twist the transom up and lift the boat up to do the same effect where we just push it here.
Yes,
It's just
got you.
It's just a lot
on that big
more,
plate they've installed.
Yeah, and I mean, whichever way you look at efficiency, you know, the way that it's working on the boat is much better.
Yeah.
See, it's got a big plate, it's all got in there, and we're just pushing against this. And that's why we want it. We want to push the boat along, we don't want to push it up out the water or down into it. So I think it's a better system.
We also removed the 1/4-inch thick stainless plate that had been used as a doubler to strengthen the transom where it had gone soft on the starboard side. Now it's time to remove the tanks. Grant had put a lot of hours in removing all the bits around it, trying to get better access to it all. Obviously it's going to be hard with the boat crushed into the side. As you'll be able to see, it took a lot of effort and fiddling to get them out. The boys put a couple of hours of hard effort in trying to remove the starboard tank, but it was too crushed in there. We're going to wait until we cut the hull away and then remove it.
Evening everyone. Boat's pretty much stripped right out, a little bit more to do tomorrow night. We'll take her off up to the glass shop, start cutting the rest of it out and get the repairs done. Dave's asked me to just do a little bit at the end of the video
We've been asked by a few people to try and set up a medium where they could donate a little bit of money to try and help us get this repair done for from the accident. So we set up a GoFund page, so we'll put the details on the end of the video. So quite nice that people have thought about helping us with that, and we really appreciate it. We couldn't really do without. The accident obviously wasn't something we were intending to get involved in any way, but there we go. Yeah, but we'll put the details at the end of the video, and really appreciate if anyone has shared some money with us to help us do that. It's very kind, and yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe.